we're now at the design stage, which is probably the most exciting bit, but sadly the least important bit when it comes to building a website. I know that sounds crazy because you've got digital agencies saying you need an amazing looking website and you need this and you need that and it needs to be perfect. Well, actually, no, it's not true at all, because in fact, the nicer design a website is, the less chance that your website's going to convert. Now, I'm not saying you're going to have a really ugly website, but what I am saying is that most people actually drop off when it comes to the design stage of a website, because in their mind, what's going on here is too pedantic. They're thinking, oh no, this is never going to do this or do that, when actually the more simple your website is, the higher chance of a conversion you're going to have. Okay, so you've got people who try so hard to generate so many customers, so many visitors to their websites, because they believe it's a numbers game. The more people who come to their website, the higher chance they're going to hit that 2 or 3% conversion rate. So for every 100 people who come to your website or come to people's website, maybe 3 of them will convert. And if you're happy with that, then disregard this video completely. But if you're not, and you want to reach something what I get, which is like a 30 to 50% conversion rate, then just have a watch, because I'm going to contradict nearly every single graphic designer, web designer, and digital agency who are just after, or don't really understand what people want or how people browse when they're on a website. Okay, and a perfect example of what I'm saying is, look how Google is displayed. Look at the simplicity. And then when you type on Google a phrase, look how everything's linked. It's not pretty. It's just simple, and it's actually in 2 columns. Look at Facebook. Facebook is not pretty, and Facebook's not even responsive. That's why they've got a mobile app for it, because Facebook isn't actually responsive. People don't respond well to super complex and fancy designs. People respond well to an easy to follow, easy structured, easy to navigate website. And I'm going to show you how that actually looks. So here you're going to be gobsmacked. So here's my free drawing tool. Okay, so I'm going to draw. This is your website. Okay, now this is how your website should be structured. So you've got the main content area, and then you've got your sidebar. Okay, that's it. Okay, so now let me go in a little bit deeper and explain what I mean by that. And it's actually the first time I've used this tool, so I might be all over the place with it. But okay, so on your left, let me go ahead and put in. Okay, I'm going to put in. Where do I write? Do I write anything? Where do I put it? Oh, give me a second. Okay, I'm back. Yes, I've just changed the software. I used to use a really good software, but I can't remember what that's called, and I just want to get on with the video. So here is your website. You've got your main area and you've got your sidebar. Okay, so why is it structured this way, and what's included in each one? Well, your homepage, for example, this is your homepage. So I'm just going to title this Home. And in this section here, you want this to actually be a snapshot of all your other other pages in your website. So for example, it's going to be about us page. And if you've been following my blog, if you've been following this whole guide step by step, you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about. Then the contact. Okay. And then you've got services as well. Okay, and then under each one, you're going to have a link. Let's just pretend each arrow is a link, okay? And that is basically your home page in a nutshell, okay? Some of the most highest converting websites I've ever had are the most minimalistic and ones that I never dreamed would actually be high converting, but they are. Okay, and I learned some really big lessons over the years. So just take just take my years of experience with this and utilize it at the beginning, and you're gonna get it. Okay, so the sidebar. Okay, so the sidebar is really the area where you want to either show your offers or try and capture some sort of information. So I don't know what sort of business you are, but the idea of it, and I'm going to enter this area in the autoresponder section down the line. But the idea of this is you're going to have, let's just pretend you want people to download a PDF. Okay, so 10 top tips that's stopping your business from your business website generating leads. Okay, so they will download a PDF, and in order for them to download it, they would enter their email address. Now, don't worry about how they're going to get the PDF or what happens next. Just focus on what should be included in the sidebar. Okay, so there's the offer. So the sidebar is offer. Okay, and this is completely free, because the idea of this is kind of like telesales. If you're ever doing cold calling, if you've ever done it before, they say you need to contact and touch base about 7 times before you finally close a lead, okay, or a prospect, or whatever you want to call them, okay. And this is because people want to get to know you, and often they want to get value from you, and it's trust. I mean, this is why companies spend millions of pounds every year on branding, because what's branding? Branding's trust. If you've got trust, well, it's the next best thing from referrals. Okay, so this is the whole point of giving them value. Okay, so if you're a digital agency, then you want to be giving away a PDF to show business owners, a potential problem, and here it is for free. Just enter your email. Okay, and that's basically what you want in your sidebar. Okay, now, a lot of the time when you have a website, what a lot of people do, and digital agencies do, and all sorts of people do, is they give 1,000,001 things for your customers, for their visitors to click on. And it can become quite confusing, okay? Because really, when a customer comes to your site, they're only coming for one specific thing. And it's so easy for people to get sidetracked, or you don't know what device they're on. So people are doing things and they're half-assed, looking at your site, or they're just looking for something really specific. And you can actually see here is that there's not that many things. This is the navigation. So this is where all the links to your page will go. So you've got the nav here, and then you've got, just very quick, what is it you want? Why are you on my website? Okay, we know what we want them to do, so it's our job to guide them through our website to the area we want them to go to. Okay, so we don't need to put in or bombard them with loads of information. We know that we own all roads need to lead to the same area, which is ultimately, if you're a small business owner, it's going to be to the contact page or get a quote page. Okay, very simple. If you're a blogger, then it's going to be your email list, so to your subscriber form, and. Okay, so it's really simple. Don't put irrelevant information in front of them. Everything should be a snapshot point of view, and that's exactly what the homepage is, a snapshot of all the other information on your site. Okay, so in the previous steps, I said to you, create your about, your contact, and your services page. And I didn't say go do anything else. I just said create those pages, because this is why. Okay, so what is likely going to happen with your customers is, before they contact you, if they haven't ever heard of you before, they're going to want to learn more information about you. So they will click on the About Us page, make it easy for them to find, and then they're going to go from the About Us page, which is going to be about. Okay, so that's going to be number 1 usually, because it's about building that trust. Okay, and then number 2, they're going to want the contact page, the services page, sorry. Okay, because they want more information about the service page. Okay, So that's going to be number 2 usually. And do you remember how I said, and I spoke about parents and childs and individual services page? Well, that's because we want to make it as easy as possible to find that individual service. So on the service page, they're going to click the services, okay? And then from the service page, on every single service page, we're probably going to include a contact us button, which will, guess what, lead them to the form page, okay, which is going to be wherever your contact page is, okay? So contact is going to be here, and that's 2, and this is 3, okay? And that's really simple. And the only real reason that we offer this offer thing here on the sidebar is because we spend so much time and effort getting people to our website that often you've got more people leaving your site than converting on your site. But if we can just tempt these potential customers into entering their email address for a little bit of value, then down the line, we can start doing something called KIT emails, which stand for keep in touch, okay, which means that we can keep sending them information about whatever. And again, I'm not going to go into too much detail about that because it's not important for you to know about right this very second. What's important is the structure of your website. It doesn't need to be fancy. Don't spend 10 years building it, because what's more important is the information and the way we guide people through the website. So if you keep to a super simple two column structure like this, okay, with a very simple navigation, you're going to be converting a lot better than most of your competitors, okay? So now that you know this, if you've got any questions, go ahead and leave a comment below. But I think it's actually time to start the design phase, which is really